The other is different type of encoding, basic evasion techniques and web basics. So we will encoding. So most of the time in websites, we will see the URL encoding, HTML encoding, base64 encoding, and Unicode encoding. So you need to understand, like you can use this URL encoding, HTML encoding, base64 encoding for the bypassing. Okay. So how you can use this, like I will teach you accordingly, like when we learn the exercise, then I will teach you how you can use this. When we learn other things, then I will teach you, but you need to understand what they are and how we can use them. So URL encoding. So URL encoding means we will use in the URL. So and why we will use this? So what happen in website, we cannot use every character. So there are some safe character, there are some unsafe characters. So if we will use the unsafe character, then website or firewall will block us. So we need to URL encode them. So see, safe characters are alphanumeric 0 to 9, A to Z, small, capital A to Z, special characters, these, and reserved characters used for their reserved purpose, question mark used to denote a query string. Okay, these are the safe characters, and other are ASCII controls. See, these are the ASCII, and other is non-ASCII and reserved characters. See, dollar, ampersand, plus, forward slash, colon, semicolon. So these are unsafe characters, including the blank or empty space. Let's see, greater than, less than, hash, percent, curly braces, pipe. So, and most of the time we will use them in our payloads. Payloads means if we try to use some type of some type of our payload want to execute on there. So most of the time, see, in XSS we will use this angle brackets. So they are unsafe for that website. So we need to URL encode them. Okay. So these are unsafe. Okay. So in URL encoding, say hash, for hash you can use this %23. This is the encoding. So no need to memorize them. Just you can use the internet for them, like how you can do this. I will show you. Percent %25 forward slash %2f plus %2b space. You can use %20 or plus. Okay. Okay, I will show you some encoding. Let's capture this request. So for URL encoding, you can use the burp or you can also use the Google. So see, if I want to check the XSS payload here, let's see, I want to check XSS payload here like this. Website will block us. See, bad request because these are unsafe characters. These are, so we need to encode them. So how we can do this? You can use the bar. How? Just select this. You can select all this, or you can also select specific like this, only this bracket, angle bracket, or you can also select all this payload and right click and go to their convert selection. See, there is a convert selection, and you can use the URL encoding, HTML encoding, base64 encoding, base64 URL encoding, or construct string. Okay, so URL encoding. So you can use the URL decode or encode. And there are also two types. See, encode key characters or all the characters. Key character means only encode the specific character, and all means it will encode all of them. So I'm using this only key character. So there is no key character. So let's try this all character. See, all of them encoded. Now see, there is no bad request. So sometimes this will help you to bypassing some type of like security controls, or maybe you will get some bugs by using this. Okay, so see, so if after doing this encoding, if they are blocking you, then you can use the double encoding. Right click on this, select this, and you again this is double encoding. See, this is error, but they are not blocking. And you can also use this for 3 times, like triple encoding. So I found out like many XSS bugs through this methodology. See, what happened, websites are blocking. Like if you are using the single encoding, then they will block you. When you are using double encoding, then you can bypass. See, to copy it again. So this is the payload. Copy. You can use this decoder section. So you can use this directly from here, and you can also use this decoder section. So Control V, and this is the payload. So decode as URL encoding. So this is first time, and decode is. So what I did, I just tried, see, first encoding, then double encoding, and this will bypass, and I will get a XSS. See, stored cross-site scripting. This is not stored. This is typo here. So this is basically a reflected XSS. Okay. So I reported this and get a $200 bounty, and this is very simple XSS. Okay. So what happened after reporting this? See, after reporting this, they fixed this issue. See, change the status to resolve. They resolve it. See, on 27 October 2023. After that, what I did, I just see, I showed you there is double encoding. So what I did, I tried the triple encoding and I bypassed again, and I reported again, and I get the $250 bounty again from the same, see, same site. And this is double encoding, and this is they did the fix. They fixed the issue, and I will show you the date. See, 27 October 2023, and I reported it again on, see, 28 October again. And what I did, this, see, I reported this reflected XSS before, and this issue is fixed. I found a bypass with URL encode. This same XSS payload is same, and what I did, just one more encoding, and this is bypassed. So always try to bypass by using this. See, I tried first, this is single encoding, then just go to convert selection. This is double encoding, and this is triple encoding. So maybe you can bypass through this methodology. Okay. So this is URL encoding. So you can use the bug suite for URL encoding, and you can also use this decoder part also. See, like, okay, if you want to, like, there is anything, and if you want to encode it, just right click. Okay, send it to the decoder. So you can use this decoder. This will came here, and you can use this decode encode. So just encode this, like URL encoding. See, it's encoded. Then Control C, copy, and just put it here. So you can copy paste here. Okay, so you can use this decoder for encoding and decoding. So there are some, like URL encoding, HTML encoding, base64 encoding, okay, hex, ASCII. Okay. In next session we will learn more depth about these. Today just learning basics. Okay, so HTML encoding. So in body section, most of the web applications are using the HTML entities or HTML encoding. So see, this is left parenthesis, right? This is less than, greater than. This is ampersand, quote, apostrophe. Okay, so base 64 encoding. So this is very, very useful. You need to understand like what is base 64 encoding. So base 64 encoding, most of the time when you will see the like this equals to in the end, then you can understand, okay, then maybe this is say like this. So most of the time, that time there is a base 64 encoding. So you can use this base 64 encoding for like in like if application using the PHP, or you can use that for like for stealing the cookies or for other parts also. Okay, you can also use the online like base 64 encode and decode. See, you can use the Bob suite from here. Okay, I want to encode this in base 64. So just go to encode, click on, see, this is base 64 encoding. And if you want to decode this, just go to decode, base 64 decode. See, this is encoding and this is decoding. Okay, and the other thing is, see, Unicode. So Unicode is basically, sometimes you will see the UTF-8. So most of the time web application using the UTF-8 for their encoding and like Unicode purpose. Most of the times, like most of the times I see this UTF-8. So Unicode is a like international character encoding standard that provides a unique number for every character across language and script, making almost all character accessible across platforms. So what happen? Why web application using the Unicode encoding? See, there are Chinese characters, there are Indian characters, Hindi characters. Like if we want to use them in our URL, so see, so they are very, very difficult to type in URL. So for that, web applications using the Unicode for represent them. So we can Unicode them, and then after that we can use them in our website URL. So okay, I will show you this. See here. UT see, HTML Unicode UTF-8. So most of the time web application use this HTML Unicode or UTF-8. Okay, like if you want to learn more, then go through this. Okay, there is firewalls, IDS. So this is basically intrusion detection system. So what IDS will do? So see, IDS and IPS used at network level, and what they will do, IDS, this will, like if someone is attacking, or maybe like if there is some malware, so this will try to find out this malware and tell the, like, send a report to the administrator. Okay, send the report to the admin. Then admin can take the step like they want to remove that or not. But in IPS, this will like find out that malware and remove that, like detecting and prevention. This will take the action also. This will also, IDS only work for the finding and IPS working only on detecting and removing. But in web application, most of the time you will see the firewall, this web application firewall, and like you will see the Cloudflare firewall most of the time. Okay, so we will learn more about these in next sessions. So basic evasion techniques. See, this is a payload from that we can steal the cookies, but maybe like application is blocking us. See, this is a strange URL, and they can understand, okay, we are attacking on something, this is an attack, and they can block us. So we can use this payload, and this is, see, base 64 encoding. So because of that we can bypass. we will use these techniques in next sessions for bypassing. Okay, and there is something else also, codepoints.net. So this is very good website for encoding and decoding. Like if you want to decode or encode something, like okay, this is this, and if you want to, you are offline, what happened? Plan overview and the detail. Okay, there is, I think, you can also follow my methodology. This, so there are, I written some methodology, some methods to finding bugs, and some scanning tools or something like important things. You can use this, some word lists, some commands. See, some rate limiting bypass is there. Okay, there are like admin panel bypass, so IDOR bypass things, no rate limiting account. So what type of bugs you can try, like basically. We will learn all of these in next sessions and other things also. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you everyone.